just water. There's nothing to be scared of down here. At least I hope so. Okay, I should be near the bottom. Oh, here it is. There's nothing down here. How disappointing. Now I don't have a theme for the next episode. Wait, what is that? I should go and check it out. It's coming from up here. This was a mistake! Well, the good news. I now have a theme for the next episode. The bad news. That episode will need to wait until the nature does its thing. Hello everyone and welcome to the not-so-ordinary episode of Pengo's World. In this episode we are diving deep, and I mean really deep, because summer has started. I think that the best way to get into the summer is to learn why we fear the deep sea, and we will do that into 5 chapters. These are the chapters that we will go through to discover the mystery of the dark sea depths. And for the last 2 chapters to reveal, you will need to stay to the end of this episode, and I mean it when I say this episode will definitely give you chills through your spine. So let's dive right into it. Dark. You have a better word to describe deep sea. Deep sea is one of those places where sunlight never reaches. In this chart we see all the zones that we have in the sea, and the sunlight is still present in the first 2 zones, which are called continental shelf. But diving deeper we enter the midnight zone where sunlight fades out and you are left with pitch darkness. Only source of light below the mesopelagic zone is fish that glow. Otherwise be sure to bring your flashlight if you ever dare to enter the midnight zone, and be ready to spend most of your time in the dark. But another problem arises because it's so dark. The biggest reason why we fear the deep sea is not what we know that is down there, but rather what we don't know that is down there. Look for example at this picture. There's nothing scary here, just water. But your head keeps imagining the most terrifying monster creeping out from there, even though this picture is nothing but water. Seas and oceans are big. They occupy around 71% of Earth, and that's so large that we only discovered 5% of the oceans. The other 95% remains undiscovered and unseen by the human eye, which leaves a big fear. We never know what to expect down there, and that gets bigger when you see what we discovered so far. Luminous species that look like they are from another planet. Then you hear about all those mythical creatures, and you think, what if they hide down there? One more interesting thing that I have to point out is that NASA used to explore the seas before they turned to exploring space. There are some possible reasons why they did that, but some say it's because they discovered something down there and they are searching for a new home for humans in space. As crazy and unlikely as that sounds, what if it is true? Will we ever know? Maybe. But when we are on the subject of what can be down there, let's jump to the next chapter. So as we fear what we don't know that is down there, we fear what is down there. Let's name some of the monsters that are down there, like anglerfish. This fish looks like something you don't want to find under your bed at night. It's called anglerfish because of the lure that he has on top of the head, with which he lures his prey. As we said, in the deep sea it's dark, and this lure on his head lights up, so it's pretty easy to see it, and other fishes come to it, and they are greeted by these enormous teeth. Vampire squid. These guys are not joking around. I mean, I don't have to say anything about them, just look at them. Now when you are done looking into vampire squid, we are going to dragonfish. This snake-like fish is a pretty uncomfortable fish to be around. They don't attack first, but they will make sure they don't owe you anything. They have these big eyes that seem like they are looking through you, and these big teeth. Why is there always something with big teeth? Goblin shark has to be on this list. It looks like an ordinary shark, but 10 times scarier. If you are looking at the picture of this monster, you will probably laugh at their similarity with goblins. But if you meet it in person, I think the goblin shark will be the only one who will laugh then. Barrel-eye fish. Did you ever wondered how it will be if you could see through your head? Well, this fish doesn't have to wonder, it already can do that. They look like they are straight up from another planet. Not only that they can look upwards, but they are also able to see in the dark. Now the hidden chapters. First one, thalassophobia. Okay, I have a question for you. What do you feel when you see this picture? You feel uncomfortable, with chills going down through your spine? If you feel that way or similar to that when you see this and many pictures like this, you are likely to have thalassophobia. Thalassophobia is an intense fear of deep water. Humans fear the deep water so much that there is a phobia directly linked to it. And no, thalassophobia has nothing to do with fearing to drink water and etc. Now we have some types of thalassophobia. For example, some people with thalassophobia fear this picture. Some don't, so it depends from person to person. And we arrived to not the biggest reason why we fear the deep sea, but definitely the most interesting one. Deep sea gigantism or abyssal gigantism is a tendency for species of the deep sea to grow much larger than their shallower water relatives. For example, here is a picture of a shallow water squid, and here is a picture from the big squid that lives in the deep sea. Only one question arises from this. Why is this a case? Well, there are some reasons for this. For example, food scarcity. In the deep sea, your meal doesn't wait for you on every corner. You really need to force yourself to find something to eat, and to make sure that nobody finds you to eat. Larger body size can improve ability to forage for widely scattered resources. And another reason is the colder temperatures. In the deep sea, it can get cold. At only 1,000 meters, your water temperature is sitting at around 4 degrees Celsius. Decreasing temperature is thought to result in increased cell size and increased lifespan. In the Arctic and Antarctic seas, there is a reduced vertical temperature gradient, so there is a reduced trend to increasing the body size with the depth. An additional possible influence is reduced predation pressure in deeper waters. Dissolved oxygen levels are also thought to play a role in deep sea gigantism. A 1999 study of benthic amphipod crustaceans found that maximum potential organism size directly correlates with increased dissolved oxygen levels of deeper waters. And with this we arise to the surface as we are finishing this journey to the depths. It was both fascinating and scary at the same time. And one thing is sure, I am not paying a visit to the deep sea anytime soon. But if you do, may God be with you, my friend. Anyway, the deep sea is an incredible place, a home to so many amazing and mind-blowing creatures, but also a place with an intense fear of not knowing what else it can hide. Don't forget to hop in your submarine and pay a visit to a subscribe button down there. And this theme is over. Till next week, see ya.